What's up, Internet? My name's Ian Bloom. Welcome to Nerd Finance. I'm your resident financial life planner and huge nerd. I hope you're having a wonderful Friday if you're watching this on release. Today we're covering a specifically requested topic, which is the difference between 401ks and Roth 401ks. While we've covered this issue on the channel kind of in a couple other videos, I figured this was due for its own video. It's a pretty complex topic. And I like to equate it to the difference between trading card games, right? On the surface, all of them just look like pieces of cardboard, right? With nice paint on them or art or whatever. But Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Pokemon are wildly different games, and if you ever tell a player of one of those games that it's basically the same as the other game, they'll get furious with you. So to an outsider, they look the same. To an insider, they look very different. And that's the difference between before tax and Roth 401ks. So let's dive into some of those differences. On this side, we have the before tax 401k or traditional 401k contributions. On this side, we have the Roth 401k. So on the before tax side, it's before tax. That means that all your contributions that go in gives you a tax deduction this year. So those contributions are not included in your income for this year. If you contribute $10,000 this year and you earned $90,000, the IRS looks at that and recognizes that as $80,000 of income for you in this year. On the other side, if you contribute to the Roth, you're earning $90,000 and you contribute the same $10,000, it's after tax. So as a result, you still count as earning $90,000 of income this year and therefore have to pay a little bit more taxes. Both of these accounts grow tax deferred, which means that the gains in the accounts are not taxable or even considered from a taxable perspective until they are withdrawn, which is when they're evaluated. So let's cover when you withdraw them and what the difference is. Well, in the traditional 401k, when you withdraw the balance, assuming you're over the age of 59 and a half, you pay regular tax, income tax, on those withdrawals. And that's not so bad. However, it is a consideration. On the Roth side, if you withdraw those monies in retirement after age 59 and a half and properly, like with the regular 401k, those withdrawals are tax-free, which is a big difference. So basically what this boils down to is that if you're contributing to the regular before tax 401k, you're betting that the taxes you're paying today are going to be the highest tax rates you're ever going to pay for whatever reason. Because in retirement, you're betting that even though you're going to be withdrawing taxable income, those taxes are going to be a lot less for you. On the Roth side, you're betting that you would rather pay the taxes today because you think they're lower than you're ever going to pay, and when you withdraw in retirement, you are going to pay more tax because those withdrawals are going to be tax-free. So why do I think that I favor the Roth personally as a financial planner over the before tax 401k? So personally, the reason that I favor the Roth is because I think the reason that people select the before tax 401k is a bit of a logical fallacy. They're assuming that the tax rates they're going to pay today are higher than what they're going to pay in retirement because they think that they're going to be in a lower income tax bracket in retirement. And the ironic part is that contributing to a before tax 401k actually makes that less likely. You see, when you contribute to a before tax 401k, all the money that you take out later in retirement, which, let's play with big numbers, might be $1 million, is all taxable income. So if you withdraw, $50,000 a year to support your lifestyle from that before tax 401k, all of that counts as income, which therefore pushes up your tax bracket and makes it less likely that the tax brackets that you're getting in retirement are going to be lower than what you're earning today. So as a result of that, I think there's a bit of a logical fallacy there. And the other thing that people tend to forget to take into account is that your Social Security benefits taxation, so how much of it is included in your taxable income, is also determined by your other taxable income, as well as your Medicare Part B premium goes up the more income you earn. So if you're withdrawing significant amounts from a before tax 401k or IRA in retirement, you're actually hurting yourself. Whereas on the Roth side, the more you withdraw, the less it matters in a way because all of the money is tax-free. So it doesn't penalize you for withdrawing more if you need it. So as a result, as an individual financial planner, all things being equal, I tend to favor the Roth. However, all things are almost never equal, and every determination on how much you should contribute one way or the other should be a discussion with a professional. because as it turns out, this stuff is pretty hard to figure out and it is based a lot on individual circumstance. However, if you have any more questions or this wasn't exactly as clear as I was hoping it was going to be, feel free to reach out. My contact information is on my website, the link is in the description, and you can always book a time to talk. My calendar is always open. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful Friday and an amazing weekend.